I thought the playmaking from Jamal Murray tonight. Look, in totality, when we look at this game, not a huge offensive night from Nikola Jokic. 8 for 19 from the field, 23 points. I think I have that right. My circle's weird. Jamal Murray, 5 for 17 from the field. However, Jamal Murray is a playmaker. No matter what coverage that Miami put on him, whether it was a blitz, a drop, a hard hedge, a switch, whatever it was, he just kept making the right play. Yeah, he missed shots. I get it. He didn't need to be an elite scorer tonight. And I thought his playmaking was a big, big key to this game. Anybody that's followed this YouTube channel knows my whole theory on Alfreds and how important Alfreds are to a championship level team. Of course, you need a Batman. Of course, you need a Jokic. Of course, you need a Jimmy Butler. Of course, you need a Robin. You need a Jamal Murray. You need a Bam. You need Alfreds. And I thought the key to this game tonight was the Alfreds, specifically Bruce Brown and Aaron Gordon. Two big stretches of the game. If I was to summarize this game and I was to think about what are the most important stretches of this game, I think about the second quarter when Denver took control of the game and never really let go of control of the game. And who was driving that? It was Aaron Gordon. Huge, huge second quarter. Huge second quarter. When they sealed the game, when they wouldn't let Miami come back, when they wouldn't let them wrestle control of the game in the fourth quarter, who was it? It was Bruce Brown. It was two Alfreds. It was two Alfreds. This is what makes basketball so beautiful. It's what makes basketball so beautiful. And this is what is a little disheartening if you're a Miami Heat fan. Jokic and Murray didn't have spectacular games. Murray had a great game as a playmaker. The two of them, 13 of 36 combined from the field. And you lose the game by double digits because of the role players, because of Aaron Gordon, because of Bruce Brown. But give Denver credit. Give those guys that were on the floor to essentially keep that 10-point lead. Give them credit. I thought the moxie, the guts from Bruce Brown, Jamal Murray, Jeff Green, it was there. And you have to give all those guys credit. I'm struggling right now because I'm such a Max Strus fan. He clearly doesn't have it, and Duncan is playing so well. If I'm Eric Spoelstra, I have to give at least some consideration going into Game 5. Should I start Duncan over Max Strus? Should I give Duncan more minutes? Just not a factor tonight. We got to figure out a way to get him going if you're Miami. And if you're getting production from Duncan Robinson like they did tonight, you're getting production from Caleb Martin like they did tonight, you're getting production from Kyle Lowry like they did tonight, something has to come from your starting backcourt. Two of those guys, 1 for 9, the two of them played 19 minutes each, Gabe Vincent and Max Strus. It's just not enough. It's really not enough. And I have to if I'm Eric Spoelstra down 3-1, I have to give some consideration. When the game started, and we saw that kind of specifically the first 8 minutes, very ugly 8 minutes offensively. Like I'm writing my notes and I'm like, pace, pace, pace. Where's the pace? Where's the pace? Where's the pace? And I recognize that Miami is not going to play that game with Denver. I think at some point you're going to have to play that game with Denver because Denver's bigger. They're probably, I don't think it's an insane disparity. They're probably a little more talented. They're more talented. Let's just say it. They're more talented. I don't think the disparity is that great, but they're more talented. So they're bigger. They're more talented. Their mismatches they create are greater than the mismatches that Miami can create. I think Miami needs to play more with more pace. I really do. This is why Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, the way he flies off in the half court, it's not just about the full court, it's about the half court. If Miami's going to get back in this series and win Game 5, It's going to be about pace. If it's a slow it down game, I'm picking Denver. As much as I love the fact that Miami loves to muddy the waters and loves to be in these close games, ugly games, whatever you want to call it, I'm picking Denver. Miami's got to figure out a way to play with a little more pace. And to me, that's why Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson could potentially be the key for that.
Okay, this is from SPC 28. Says, how can you explain Jimmy looking so much more passive from earlier this postseason? A lot of space to go to the rim, and he's repeatedly kicking it out.
When he has, I know he had 20 plus in the first quarter that night. He had 20 plus in the fourth quarter. Like, I had never seen him that aggressive before. I've certainly seen him aggressive for quarters or for stretches of games. I'd never seen him that aggressive. That's not who he is as a player. In the same way, in some regards, to the way Jokic plays in terms of valuing the connection with teammates and having joy in his teammates scoring, Jimmy feels that too. I thought Jimmy played well. To expect Jimmy to play at a 35-point level or whatever he was at for the first 8 to 10 games of the postseason, that's not who he is. That's not who he's been through his career, and that's certainly not who he's been in Miami. He's certainly had series where he has big scoring games within a 6 or 7 game series. He has 2 or 3 big scoring games, so the numbers get inflated a little bit. But consistently, who he is as a player is a guy that looks to set up his teammates, looks to get his teammates going, and then turns it on in the fourth quarter. And he tried tonight. Now, the reality is he tried to turn it on in the fourth. It just wasn't enough.
All right. I'm excited about this.
How excited? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'd say a solid 8. So this is John Rinkus. He asked, did you ever have to pee in a big moment of a game?
That's what you're excited about?
So excited.
You know what's funny, Jason? I'm actually not gonna answer this question to John. I'm gonna answer this question to you directly, Jason.
Okay.
When I was a child and I first started watching sports, it was the 1992 Atlanta Braves. And I remember as a kid, I was 8 years old. I remember as a kid watching John Smoltz pitch. And I remember always thinking to myself, when he's on the mound, what happens if he has to pee? And that question was never answered because I never in the middle of a game had to pee. I would pee before the game and I would pee at halftime. I would never have to pee during the game. Now, fast forward 30 years, and I'm coaching 8 and 9-year-olds. One of these kids, they tap me on the shoulder as I'm trying to coach, and they say, hey, JJ, can I go pee? And I'm like, sure, go pee. But as a professional athlete, never had that. What a strange question, and what a strange thing that you're so excited about this, Jason.